Have you ever wondered what truly separates successful people from everyone else? It's not just talent, not just luck, and definitely not just hard work. According to legendary mentor Jim Rohn, success is built just as much by what you don't do as by what you do. In this video, we're diving into 10 powerful things that successful people never do. Timeless lessons from Jim Rohn that can completely shift the way you live, work, and grow. If you're ready to break old patterns, level up your mindset, and take control of your future, this is where it begins. Let's get started. 1. They never blame others for their circumstances. Jim Rohn said, "You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself." Successful people understand that blaming others only gives away their power. Life is full of challenges, unfair bosses, difficult upbringings, lost opportunities, but blaming never solves anything. It keeps you stuck in victim mode. Instead, those who succeed take full ownership of their situation. They ask, "What can I do differently?" rather than, "Who's at fault?" This shift turns setbacks into lessons and problems into possibilities. When you stop blaming, you start creating. The moment you accept full responsibility is the moment you gain full control of your future. 2. They never stop learning. Jim Rohn famously said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." Successful people understand that learning doesn't end at graduation. It's a lifelong pursuit. The world is constantly changing, and those who grow with it stay ahead. They read books, seek mentors, attend seminars, and learn from their failures. They're not driven by ego, but by curiosity, always asking, "What don't I know yet?" Instead of fearing what they don't understand, they embrace it as the next challenge to master. While others get stuck in old thinking, successful people upgrade their mindset like software, constantly evolving. In their eyes, growth is not a luxury. It's a responsibility. Because the more they know, the more they can contribute to their work, their family, and the world. 3. They don't waste time on meaningless distractions. Jim Rohn once said, "Either you run the day or the day runs you." Successful people understand that time is the most valuable resource they have. Once it's gone forever. That's why they guard it with intention and discipline. They don't spend hours scrolling, binging, or reacting to every notification. They know that small distractions add up to big regrets. Instead, they focus on what moves the needle: reading, planning, building, reflecting. To them, every hour is an investment. They ask, "Is this helping me grow or just filling space?" If it's not aligned with their goals, they let it go. The truth is, success isn't about having more time. It's about using the time you already have with greater purpose. And successful people never forget that. 4. They never let emotions rule their decisions. Jim Rohn said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." And discipline often begins with emotional control. Successful people feel fear, anger, frustration, just like everyone else. But they don't let those emotions dictate their actions. They understand that reacting impulsively can ruin relationships, sabotage progress, and create unnecessary regret. So instead of reacting, they pause. They reflect. They respond with intention, not emotion. This doesn't mean they suppress feelings. It means they manage them. They've trained themselves to stay steady in chaos, calm under pressure, and focused in uncertainty. That's not natural talent. That's emotional discipline built over time. Because in business, leadership, and life, the ability to control your emotions is often what separates the average from the extraordinary. 5. They never wait for the perfect time. Jim Rohn said, "If you wait until you're ready, you'll wait forever." Successful people know that the perfect time is a myth. waiting for the stars to align, for everything to feel easy or certain. That's how dreams die slowly. They understand that action creates clarity, not the other way around. While others hesitate, they start. While others overthink, they move. They know they'll stumble, adjust, and grow along the way, but they trust the process more than their fear. Perfection is just another form of procrastination. Success comes to those who are willing to begin before they feel fully prepared. Because momentum beats perfection every time. You don't have to get it right. You just have to get it going. 6. They don't surround themselves with negative people. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Successful people understand that their environment influences everything: their mindset, energy, focus, and ambition. They don't waste time around complainers, blamers, or dream killers. Negativity is contagious, and they guard their mental space as carefully as their calendar. Instead, they seek out people who challenge them, encourage growth, and live with purpose. This isn't about ego. It's about alignment. When you surround yourself with driven, positive, and disciplined individuals, you rise to meet that standard. When you don't, you shrink to fit the comfort zone. If you want to grow, audit your circle. Elevate your surroundings, and your life will rise with it. Successful people know your tribe shapes your trajectory. 7. They never neglect their health. Jim Rohn reminded us, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." Successful people know that without energy, clarity, and physical strength, every other area of life suffers, no matter how ambitious your goals are. They don't see health as optional. It's foundational. A strong body supports a strong mind. Regular exercise, quality sleep, clean nutrition, and stress management aren't luxuries. They're essentials. Success takes stamina, and while others burn out chasing results, successful people play the long game by taking care of their well-being. They don't wait for illness to value health. They build habits that protect it daily, because they know, no matter how big the dream, you can't achieve it if your body can't carry you there. 8. They don't chase money without purpose. Jim Rohn taught, "Profits are better than wages, but purpose is better than both." Successful people don't chase money blindly. They pursue value, meaning, and contribution. They understand that wealth is a byproduct of solving problems, serving others, and living with intention. While others seek quick wins or flashy rewards, the successful align their goals with purpose. They ask, "How can I make a difference?" instead of just, "How can I make $1?" That mindset creates sustainable success, the kind built on passion, not pressure. Money without meaning leads to burnout. But when your work reflects your values, the rewards become deeper than financial. Success is more than a paycheck. It's waking up fulfilled, knowing your time matters. And that's something money alone can't buy. 9. They never make excuses. Jim Rohn once said, "If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse." Successful people don't waste time justifying inaction. They know that excuses feel good in the moment but cost you results in the long run. Instead of saying, "I'm too busy," they prioritize. Instead of saying, "I don't know how," they learn. They don't let fear, doubt, or inconvenience become their identity. They focus on what they can control: their attitude, their habits, and their daily choices. Excuses are just stories we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. But growth lives outside comfort. That's why successful people replace excuses with accountability. They take ownership, stay resourceful, and keep moving, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. 10. They don't live without clear goals. Jim Rohn said, "Goals. There's no telling what you can do when you get inspired by them." Successful people never drift through life. They live with direction. They don't wake up hoping for a better day. They design it with intention. Without clear goals, you're reactive. You follow distractions, not dreams. But with goals, you have focus, purpose, and momentum. You wake up with clarity on what matters and why it matters. Successful people write down their goals. They review them, track them, and align their actions with them. Goals aren't just wishes, they're commitments. A clear goal gives your energy a destination. As Jim said, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. But that bridge only exists if the goal is clear. Without it, you're just busy, not progressing.